गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः ॐ श्री गुरवे नमः ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयात् देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Having invoked the auspiciousness and recognized that all the divinities, all the divine potential is lurking within. By invoking them, what happens? Our faculties, they become purified without doing anything. All you have to do is invoke. You invoke the sleep, everything becomes clear from the mind. Similarly, you invoke the, I'll tell you one thing. People say pranayam se bahut cheeze heal hoye the. My grandfather was, Anna, I don't know, some of you are not met, but he was 60 years old and he used to wear such thick glasses and he started doing Nadi Shuddhi. And within 2 years, ग्लासेस गॉन बट साथ में ये ध्यान भी चल रहा था उनका कि सब कुछ ठीक है एवरीथिंग इज नॉर्मल द गॉड्स आर ब्लेसिंग मी एंड ही बिकेम फाइन एंड आई हाँ यू मेट हिम व्हेन यू आर यंग ये चड्डी में था तब चड्डी में नहीं था अच्छा But you must have met Bal Maushi also.
वो तो उन्हीं के घर ही शायद हमने आपको पहले देखा
होगा. हाँ,
हम सहस्रावर्धन के लिए जा करते थे.
अच्छा, नहीं वो उनके गोदी में तो मैं खेला हूँ. उनके घर से गुड़ और दाने चोरी करता था मैं 2 साल का. अच्छा, तो कहाँ मेमोरीज में जा रहे हैं. हाँ, तो so this way we invoke. And this is the only choice we have. Either we keep thinking and outsourcing the powers to the outside sun, to the outside moon, to the outside whatever, or we recognize that the whole universe with all its potential is within us. Just like in the dream, your mind only becomes the space, air, fire, water, earth, people, rivers, mountains, food, past, present, future. Everything is nothing but your mind. Exactly the same is the truth in the waking also. This has to be recognized, to be discovered within yourself, and it will only be possible when we think the way this Bhadram Karnevi mantra has guided us to. Then what happens? Then the student, having prepared in this manner, having purified himself, having invoked the gods or the divinities within him, he comes to the teacher. I didn't bring the book. Where is it? Someone give me the book. No book. I forgot to bring it. Repeat after me. Kaivalyopanishad अथाश्वलायनो भगवन्तं Parameshtinam upasametyovacha. Parameshtinam upasametyovacha. Together. Athashvalayano bhagavantam. Parameshtinam upasametyovacha. Adihi Bhagavan Brahma Adihi Bhagavan Brahma Vidyam Varishtam Bhavan Vidyam Varishtam Sada Sadbhisevya Manam Nigudham Yaya Chirat Sarva Papam Vyapohya Parat Param Purusham Yati Vidwan. Together, ikatha, don't follow me this time. Athashvalayano say. Athashvalayano bhagavantam parameshtinam upasametyo vacha adihi bhagavan brahma vidya varishtham sada sadbhisevya mana nigudham yaya chirat sarva papam vyapohya parat param purusham yati vidwan. O Lord, the student is coming. Who is the student? Ashwalayan. And who is the teacher? Brahmaji. So he is saying, O Lord, kindly teach me the Brahma Vidya, the knowledge regarding the absolute truth, which is the supreme knowledge and ever sought after by the wise ones. So what should we be searching for in life? What should we be seeking in life? We are going. Life has brought us to this point that we are going to Kailash. But Kailash is outside. So he is asking, is this going to give me the Brahma Vidya? By seeing the mountain Kailash, are we going to get the Brahma Vidya? Ask yourself. By reading this book, are you going to get Brahma Vidya? Or is this Upanishad, or is the Kailash Mansarovar, or your whole life, is it just a trigger to come back to abide in your essential nature? But the student is finding that he is not abiding. So he is asking, whenever we are in front of the teachers, masters, saints, sages, we should ask such questions. No point, Swamiji, please bless, I am not having a child. Swamiji, please bless. इस बार स्वामी must have blessed at least 3 children. बच्चा नहीं हो रहा, चलो हो जाएगा, अगले साल चाहिए. फिर दूसरा बोलता है मेरी शादी नहीं हो रही, जैसे शादी हो जाएगी. Is this what we are asking for when we are coming in front of saints and sages? No, we must ask Brahma Vidya. The topic should be only such. We must not deviate. If this will only happen when the seeker is committed to the truth. If he is not committed to the truth, he is committed to the world. If he is committed to the world, he is not committed to the truth. Where is our commitment? If you are committed to, our Swamiji says, Gila Kachara, Sukha Kachara. Sukha Kachara is all the possessions of life. Gila Kachara is all the relations of life. Both are impediments in your journey to the self. You will all nod, you will all agree, but we will fall back into the same default. So we must live a very, very alert life. He is looking for spirituality. So, Adihi Bhagavan Brahma Vidyam Varishtam Sada Sadbhisevya Manam Nigudham. That most supreme secret, the Brahma Vidya, please communicate that to me, please let me know, I want to know. This thought of wanting the Brahma Vidya cannot come to a person who is lost in the world. It can. See, there are 2 types of people who go after, who are exposed to Brahma Vidya. One is like this student who has prepared himself and he finds himself in the presence of the teacher. Others are, I'm telling from experience. We had done 14-15 years of sadhana. then it eventuated into going to the ashram. It all happened. But there were other students there in the ashram who had done no sadhana, but they were there. Then who were these students? To whom the Guru Maharaj had told, I want your son. You got 3 sons? I want 1 son for the ashram, for the for the greater good. And others, they were inspired by the teachers, inspired by Chinmayananji, and they came and attended the course because he asked them to. But they were not prepared. They were not prepared. So both type of students, some were prepared, some were not prepared. Those who were prepared, for them it was like fish to water. Those who are unprepared, they are listening, they are inspired, their goal is that the teacher is like this is a very, holy path to take, and we will do whatever is required to be done in order to attain that state or discover that reality. So, really speaking, nothing needs to be done. But when you are karmat, when you want to do something, I have to realize, I have to go to the ashram, I have to study the scriptures, I have to do the yoga, I have to do this abhyas, I have to do the this sadhana. Then when this doing is there in our mind, that I have to do something, the karta is always there. Till karta is there, karta means the doer. As long as the doer is there, the truth will not reveal itself. See? So whole purpose of studies of scripture is to dissolve that karta bhav. Some students are able to do it, some are not able to do it, then they have to do the bit of yoga practices to sublimate the mind, and then the teaching is already percolated into them, it suddenly flowers itself. And these are the 2 ways. So all of you, some of you may have done some sadhana, some of you have in the spur of the moment got inspired to come to be on the spiritual journey. So there is no hard and fast rule that only this type of person can study the scriptures or that type. So you find yourself that someone was asking me yesterday कि कितनी साधना करनी चाहिए, कितने उपनिषद पढ़ने चाहिए, कितनी गीता करनी चाहिए. तो what was the answer? How much sadhana does a wave need to do to recognize that it is water? How much sadhana does an ornament need to do to realize that it is gold? What is the answer?
1 second, nothing at all.
1 second is too long. No sadhana. We have to come to a point where this kida, this worm of, or the itch of doing sadhana must get out of our system. But to get to that point, you have to do sadhana. Why? Because you don't know how not to do anything. The moment you stop doing anything, खर्राटे मारने शुरू हो जाते हैं ऐसे. The moment our mind becomes empty, all we know is go to sleep. We don't know how to remain awake to the empty mind. So here the student is asking the teacher that about the truth, which is the supreme knowledge and ever sought after by the wise ones. So this is the worthy goal that everyone must seek. Why do we study scriptures? Because the saints and sages have told us that we have studied them and we have realized what the scriptures are saying. Has any one of you met God? We say the scriptures are the word, speech of the Lord. Have you seen him giving the scriptures out? पिक्चर में देखा होगा, पर आपका अनुभव है? Have you experienced that? No. So our immediate data is only saints and sages, great masters who have studied the scriptures, realized the goal, and come and declared that what the Upanishads are saying, what the Vedas are saying, what the Bhagavad Gita is saying, what the Brahma Sutra is saying, what the Upanishads are saying is 110% correct, because I am a living example. See? And that is the only proof we have. So until and unless we do not have a great sense of reverence towards the scriptures, towards the masters. Yesterday I told some of you, what were the four faiths? Four things you must have faith in. First is शास्त्र, अभी मैंने दो तो बता दिए, शास्त्र, गुरु, ईश्वर. First Shraddha is in the Ishwar, who has, because at this moment we don't know who created, so we say Ishwar created. His speech is the scriptures, so we have faith in the scriptures. By ourselves we cannot understand the scriptures, so we have faith in the teacher, in the master, in the Sadguru, whoever is able to explain to us out of what is there and also out of his own direct experience. That is the best teacher, who is teaching from his direct experience. And fourthly, divine insight, yes. But our ability to understand in the correct manner that which is being taught to us. In the correct manner. And that is only possible if we are completely surrendered to the Ishvara, completely surrendered to the scripture, completely surrendered to the teacher. And what is that teacher? All these three put together is the learning ability within our being. That yes, I can. Because the vision is that all these are one only. So with this background, with this attitude, he approached the wise one and he said that ever sought after by the wise ones, which is the most secretive one, and having known which the knower transcends all the limitations of relative existence instantaneously and thus merges in the truth absolute. Urvarukameva bandhanat mrityor mukshya mamritat. Every day we are chanting. And this Urvarukameva, when is it happening in your daily life?
You go to sleep.
When you go to sleep, Urvarukameva is happening. You understood what he's saying? Urvarukameva means a cucumber, a zucchini, or a pumpkin, not mango. When mango falls, it falls down. It separates from the tree, from the mother plant. Whereas pumpkin, cucumber, they don't separate. The plant, the mother plant shrinks away from the fruit when it is ripened. It withdraws. Same way, sir. You want us to go? No, okay. So just like that, we have to ripen within us by our right contemplation to such an extent that the samsara, what is our mother? The whole samsara which has given this body to us, nourished this body, brought us up, it withdraws from our mind like it withdraws from the mind when we go to sleep. That is the way it is. Trambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityor mukshya mamritaat. So we have to withdraw in that manner. And here is that student is telling the teacher that I want to know that secretive knowledge that is everywhere, and it is everywhere. But how do you catch it everywhere? You catch it within you. Oh, sab baad mein aayega dheere dheere. And why? What will happen if I come to know that? Everything that is unnecessary, I would say, that is coming and going, that is temporary, that which is finite, that which is a source of misery, everything goes away in toto. Not slowly, it goes away in toto once and for all. Going to sleep, what happens? Next morning, all the data is still available. For again the misery begins. Again the pursuit of success begins. Again tomorrow morning na, kab ja rahe hum? Kal, parson, day after tomorrow. So we are here. till we don't reach there, till then we are going only. After that also we'll go on. I am still going on 9 times. अभी रुका नहीं है, कहीं कुछ बाकी है या उसकी ग्रेस है. See? तो अधि भगवान ब्रह्म विद्यां वरिष्ठां सदा सद्भिसेव्यमानां निगूढां यया चिरात् सर्व पापं व्यपोह्य परात् परं पुरुषं याति विद्वान्. And when, see, realization is not a happening. Realization is our natural state. And all that, you cannot gain realization. So what did he say here? As a result of the realization, all the word he used here was instant limitations of relative existence instantaneously leave us. When mind is completely free of all relativity, that is the state of realization. अब ये सोचो कहाँ पे है रिलेटिविटी? हाँ, माइंड में बताओ कैसे है? हाँ, मैं तू स्वामी जी के शब्द आ गए.
कितने सुनते हैं?
हाँ, what is relativity for you? Tell me, just brainstorm. She said मैं तू, I and you, duality. What else? Me and mine. What else? Anyone else? What is relativity?
World and
Huh? Relations.
Father, son,
Okay. So, referential existence is relativity. Can we say that? Referential existence is relativity. Father is in relationship to son, husband is in relationship to wife, wife is in relation with reference to husband. So, all referential existence is relativity. और क्या बोल सकते हैं relativity?
Your engagement is a wider world.
No. What is relativity? I'm not talking about engagement.
In relation to time and space. पहले था अभी नहीं है.
Okay,
वहाँ नहीं है.
that which is subjected to time is relative, correct? That which is subjected to time, that which is a product of time, that which is governed by time is relative. What else? Change. Okay.
time, place.
So where is change? Space, time and objectivity. Place is changing all the time, objects are changing all the time, and the time is changing all the time. So all that which is changing is relative. What else? How else we can say it?
Are not permanent.
That which is not permanent is relative. How else?
I think it's memory.
Memory. Samsar is
Samskar.
samskar. Okay.
We are born. I recognize. I was told I'm Rasika. I'm the daughter of so and so.
हाँ.
I grew up being told ये मेरे बंधु हैं, ये मेरे बंधु नहीं हैं. This is my house. I belong here. I speak this language. All of that, we develop that memory,
Good.
and we recognize ourselves only like that.
So, mind is nothing but relativity. I'm coming to principles. I don't want to go to personal journey. So, all the points that we have just now made are general principles of relativity. Correct? So, when she says that all the things, this is the mind thinking. So, mind by nature is relative. Nature of the mind is duality, and where there is duality there is relativity. Okay, what else is relative? Manifestation and unmanifestation, is that relative? Manifestation of waking state, unmanifestation of waking state. Manifestation of dream state, unmanifestation of dream state. Is that relativity? Yes.
Waking bodies.
So now you have mentioned all these different things that are included, that are expressing as relative. Are you coming and going? If everything that is relative is coming and going, is changing, is manifesting, unmanifesting, are you manifesting and unmanifesting?
No, no.
Are you coming and going?
No, we are the same.
Were you absent in the past and absent in the future and sometimes only present in the present? Or you are continuously present?
We are the same.
We are the continuous presence. In our awareness, all this change is taking place, isn't it? This is the point where all the wise ones are established. And this is the question. It is so close, yet so far. It is within and without, yet we are not able to recognize it. It is pervading us right now, but yet it is eluding us. And for getting clarity, how, even though it is there all the time, how can reality not be now? We say reality is here and now. Then why am I not able to recognize it? Why is it not revealing itself to me? For this purpose, with this Bhadram Karnevi preparation, the student has come to the teacher, the Brahmaji, the Creator himself. So we are also. We'll leave it here for the moment and we'll take it further in our next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Just sit quietly for a moment. Hari Om. See, there is a statement. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sit local, think global. Is it something like that? What is that statement? किसी को पता है?
Think global, act local.
Okay, think global, act local. Thank you. That is what we have to do here. Continuously in every satsang, we are triggering you to think only global. Not only global, universal we want you to think. Only live on general principles, not on personal principles. That is very important. Keep that thing in the mind and we'll take it in our next class. Hari Om.